Hello, welcome to Middle East in Depth, part of Levant TV's Special Views. Aziz is a columnist at the Lebanese newspaper Al-Akhbar. He writes an article for Washington-based Al-Monitor about the Iran nuclear deal, which looks at it from a Lebanon's perspective, based on input from economist Hassan Mokalled. Mokalled explained to Al-Monitor the basis of such hopes over the nuclear deal. He said there are several fields that the Lebanese can count on as a result of their economic, developmental and investment cooperation with the Iranian state. Amongst these fields is the issue of power generation, which is a pressing issue in Lebanon since the end of the civil war 25 years ago. Beirut and Tehran may consider power generation a priority now, since Iran's experience in this area is extensive, and so is the potential. Mokalled said Lebanon has only about half the electric power generation capacity it needs. In addition, the Lebanese state power supplier Electricité du Liban incurred debt last year of about $2.3 billion, while that figure is expected to drop to about $1.8 billion in 2015. The difference is a result of lower international fuel prices and not progress. Another field that could see Iranian-Lebanese cooperation is the newly discovered gas field in Lebanon. Iran has one of the largest gas reserves in the world, which prompted it to develop expertise including survey, deep water and land drilling, exploration and extraction. Lebanon needs that expertise. Mokalled also talked about the prospects of Iranian-Lebanese cooperation in terms of arming the Lebanese army. The issue here goes beyond loans or investment projects and falls within the scope of donations. Mokalled added Iranian officials have, on more than one occasion, expressed their willingness to provide weapons to the Lebanese armed forces free of charge to meet all of their requirements. And the fourth area of direct cooperation between Lebanon and Iran is the financial and banking field. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei mentioned Lebanon as one of the friendly countries that will benefit from the nuclear deal. Mokalled said Lebanon enjoys important advantages in this field given its highly sophisticated banking sector, which is widespread at the regional and international levels. Delegations of Iranian economists, bankers and businessmen in different fields started visiting Beirut even before the July the 14th announcement of the nuclear deal. And moving on now to neighboring Syria, where US-based Stratford Global Intelligence featured analysis on the Kurdish minority in a piece titled The Fragile Gains of Syria's Kurds. The past 3 years have been heady times for Syria's Kurds since forces loyal to Syria President Bashar al-Assad withdrew from the northeast in July 2012. The Kurds have enjoyed more autonomy than at any other time in recent history. The PYD's primary objective is to attain Kurdish autonomy within the context of a democratic Syria and its armed wing, the People's Protection Unit's YPG, has proved capable in the battlefield. YPG fighters have managed not only to fend off Arab attacks on Kurdish territory, but have also scored victories against the Islamic State targets with US support, even entering alliances with some of the Free Syrian Army militias fighting the Islamic State. And while Turkey has openly targeted Kurdish forces in northern Iraq and southeastern Turkey, the precise nature of its actions in Syria have been murky. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu told Turkish newspaper Milliyet that US-Turkish cooperation would mean nothing if the United States were to privilege the YPG interests over those of Ankara. Turkey has long been open about its discomfort with YPG successors. Since 2012, the group has managed to use its strategic location and willingness to fight the Islamic State to its advantage. Today, the YPG has managed to carve out a realm of general self-rule in northern Syria and obtain the support of the United States, which seeks to contain the Islamic State through local proxies. But the government of the Kurdish territory also works against YPG interests. It is highly desirable for surrounding groups and powers. The article features a map showing areas where Syrian Kurds are concentrated in 3 main regions in the north along the Turkish border. In the northwest, the Kurdish population lives in the area around Kurd-Dagh and Afrin. They have also inhabited 2 parts of Upper Mesopotamia known as the Jazira since the 7th century. The first of these 2 pockets is around the town of Jarabulos at the northwest end of the Jazira, while the second is in the northeastern corner of Syria in Al-Hasaka Governorate. That was it for today's Middle East analysis. For more updates, please visit levant.tv. Or subscribe to Middle East in Depth on iTunes. Thanks for watching.